Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Please come here, subscribe, folks. Come here, subscribe, like the videos. So share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like watching and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there. Follow me across all my social media platforms or talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets and Aaron Glenn. Yes, the Jets have hired Aaron Glenn, former New York Jets cornerback, okay? A great one at that. They have hired Aaron Glenn officially to become their head coach. Whew, man, this has been a crazy search. There's been a lot of names. There's been a lot of, people coming in trying to vie to become the Jets head coach, and here it is. We end up with Aaron Glenn. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Listen, the Jets have locked it in with Aaron Glenn. It's official. Okay, he's the head coach. They gave him a 5-year deal. Okay, and I like this. I think he was a solid option. He was one of the guys, before he got hired. At that point, I was like, this is the guy for me, okay? Rex was in there. Mike Vrabel was in there, but he ended up, we know where he went over there in New England. Surprise, surprise, right? There was other guys as well. Flores was in there for me. I was like, okay, I could deal with Brian Flores coming into the building. I think he'd be a solid option. There was other guys as well. Some of the guys that I liked as well, Cliff Kingsbury being one of them, never even interviewed here, which was surprising to me. But being able to get Aaron Glenn, again, one of the hottest names in this whole, coaching candidate, frenzy that was going on this offseason, I think is beautiful for the New York Jets. Keep in mind, again, he was a player here, all right? Back in the days, baby, from 94 to 01, okay? Let me tell you something. As a young Jets fan, it was a pleasure to watch Aaron Glenn go out there at corner and just completely shut guys down week in and week out. That was a fun time. Him, Marcus Coleman, there was so many players back then that I loved, but Aaron Glenn was a big name here with the New York Jets, and it's wonderful to see him come back to help fix all the situations that's going on here. And with that, right, here's a guy that has been here, he's played here, so he understands what it's like to be here with the New York Jets. He understands it. He understands the culture. He understands the fan base. He understands the media, which is huge, right? That is huge, to understand the pressure that the media will put you under and to be able to deal with them, because he's done it in the past. He can do it again. You know what I mean? Listen, the media, the fan base, the pressure of being, a New York Jet, period, has broken people. We've seen people get ran up out of here, okay? We all know that, right? We've seen it. As Jets fans, we have seen it. Guys come in all with their chest poked out, and the next thing you know, they're trying to get up out of here as fast as possible, bags packed as quickly, and they're running out the door because the media is chasing after them, and fans are coming after them, throwing tomatoes and all kinds of crazy things, right? So here's a guy that understands how to stand up to that pressure, withstand the pressure and deliver. We saw him do that as a player, and he's one heck of a, of a coaching candidate to come into the building, and I'm excited about bringing him in here. And one of the things that I really like about Aaron Glenn is how he's going to be able to relate to these players. He's talked about it constantly, right? Being able to coach in this league, you have to understand how to build relationships with players to get the best out of them. Come to an understanding, collab on how to get things done out on the field, send them out there on their assignments, hold them accountable, and get it done, okay? And that's what we need. All right? We need somebody that's going to come in here, hold people accountable. No guff. You're not going to have these, 15 penalty games. Not under Aaron Glenn. He's going to hold you accountable. And if you don't get it done, he's going to find somebody else that will. Point blank, period. He's not going to let you come out here and loaf and do whatever you want to do. That time's over. Aaron Glenn is here to make sure that guys do their jobs, which is huge, right? Now, I do have some big questions. Okay, I do have some big questions. And one of those big questions is the offensive side of the ball. Who's going to be your OC, dog? Who's going to be your offensive coordinator? I got to know. What kind of offense are you going to run? Again, he's a defensive line coming over from Detroit, right? A defensive coordinator over there. He put things together over there, and them boys was looking good, right, under him. What style of offense are you going to run? You know, defensive guys, they usually kind of do that complementary football thing where they want to run the football hard, they want to really get after you and handle business, and then they want to make sure, you know, their quarterback is able to clean things up and close things out. So I want to know, right? Because that leads to my next question for him, which is a big question. What's going on with Aaron Rodgers, bruh? Do you want him back? Right? Is Aaron Rodgers going to come back under Aaron Glenn? Does Aaron Glenn want Aaron Rodgers to be his quarterback? That is a huge question. That is a huge question because so many other dominoes can fall from there, right? Again, even going back to the OC, we got guys here right now, right, where there's questions marks on them, right? Devontae Adams being one of them, who's already talked about, you know, depending on how things happen and shake out at the top, really depends on if he's going to want to come back and be a New York Jet next season. Same thing, we kind of heard rumors swirling about Garrett Wilson, right? Where there's a lot of talk that if things don't go well and you don't get somebody in here that Garrett feels like he's going to be able to mesh with and jive with, or, you know, if things just aren't going right, we could see Garrett Wilson want his way up out of here as well and be requesting a trade, right? So if Aaron Rodgers does not return, I could see a lot of things kind of going left with the New York Jets. Of course, we could see Devontae Adams say, you know what, maybe I want to, you know, move on because he talked about as well. What happens with Aaron could play a big part in what he wants to do next. And I could see Garrett Wilson going if, you know, both of those guys go and things look like it's heading in a direction where he doesn't want to be a part of anymore. So that's a big question. I want to see how he handles that situation. I want to see what's going on with the offense, what kind of offense he's going to run, and what he can bring in here, you know, because I would like to see Aaron Rodgers return. I think that is the best kind of set of plans that the Jets can go down. You can bring Aaron Rodgers back and then, you know, draft a young QB behind him to mentor because he said he's willing to do that. He said he's willing to give back even more money to help, you know, the Jets continue to build. And he also said he's willing to mentor a young quarterback. So why move on from him, right? Now, my next question is, right, that defense, can you get it up to snuff, bro? We got way too much talent defensively to look the way we do. Way too much, all right? You're going to have Aaron Glenn working with Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, Quinnen Williams, Sauce Garner. We'll see if DJ Reed comes back, but hopefully it'll be DJ Reed. And Michael Carter as well here. There's a lot of guys. And it's like, I think that Aaron Glenn's going to be able to put a lot of these guys in positions to make plays and do their thing. But I want to know, bruh, that defense, can you get it back to form like we all thought that we were going to get before this season happened, all right? Now, just to touch on the Jets general manager search as well, Lance Newmark, right, came in for a second interview but was not officially hired by the New York Jets. So they're going to keep looking. We'll see what happens. They got some guys lined up. Broncos assistant GM Darren Moogley, and as well, the Bengals senior personnel exec Trey Brown is also going to be coming in for their second interviews coming up soon. So we're going to see what's going on. Now, I'll tell you what, man, throughout this whole situation with the coaching search, this has been one of the things that has really had me kind of questioning things here. Because, again, we've seen the Jets do this where they get a head coach and a general manager, they kind of smack them together. Generally, what most teams around the league will do is they'll hire their general manager first and then let the general manager pick his head coach. So here we are doing it backwards. Doing it backwards where you got to wonder, are these general manager candidates, the guys you have coming in, are they Aaron Glenn guys? Because that's your head coach right now. You got to wonder, like, are they also sold on Aaron Glenn, you know? And also, with that situation as well, with you just kind of smacking them together and saying, hey, go do your thing and collab and lead this football team for years to come, what is going to be the reporting structure? Because before Joe Douglas, right, the reporting structure was the coach and the general manager just both reported to the owner. And we saw how that did not work out, especially when you had Adam Gase and Mike McCagnon, right? So Joe Douglas came in and said, hey, we're going to fix this situation. And we're going to have a reporting structure where the coach reports to the general manager reports to the owner. Are we sticking with that? That's a big question. Because if you don't have a solid structure, things tend to collapse. All right. So we'll see what happens going forward with that. We got Aaron Glenn. I'm happy about that. We'll figure out what's going on with the general manager position coming soon. But I'm happy with this hire. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. What are your thoughts about Aaron Glenn being the New York Jets' new head coach? How are you feeling, man? After watching this guy go out there and put it on the field for years, handle business out there, now he's going to be on the sidelines. Yet again, being a Jet, going out there and doing what he can do to push the green going forward. What are your thoughts about the Jets general manager search? How are you feeling about that? What are your thoughts about the way the Jets have handled the hiring of their head coach and their general manager? Are you questioning some things with this process of hiring? So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.